Some people will tell you to avoid credit cards at all costs, but is that good advice? Well, the answer is probably no. And this video is going to look at one credit card in particular. Now, this is not financial advice, it is not a recommendation. This is the AMEX Platinum Cashback card. Yes, for some people, credit cards are not a good idea. If you have had a bad experience with credit cards in the past, then maybe steer clear, at least for a while until you are confident in your money management habits. I always recommend that if you are using credit cards, you pay them off in full every month to avoid paying interest on those balances. This will mean that you don't have to worry about the APR because you are just clearing the balance every month and there won't be any charges incurred. For example, I like to use my credit card for things such as food and petrol. I have to pay for these things, so I might as well get some cash back on them. This video is not sponsored, okay? Just want to put that in there so you know that this is just me talking about a credit card that I use and I enjoy. Now, there are some requirements before you can access this card, and that includes things like having a good credit score. There is also a fee for this card, so you need to consider that in your usage. Because my cashback exceeds the amount that I pay in a fee, it makes sense for me to use this card even though there is a regular annual fee. So let's have a look at those cashback details then. So this is correct at the time of recording, which is at the end of April 2022. So if you were to sign up to this card, you would get 5% cashback up to a value of £125 on your first 3 months worth of purchases. And that's a monthly spend of £2,500. You'll then receive 0.75% cashback on spends up to £10,000 and 1.25% above £10,000. Now, there is no limit on the amount of cashback you can get after that initial 3 months. There are some additional perks too. So this includes having additional supplementary cards for your partner or other family members, so you can get cashback on their spending too. If you want to check more details and sign up, then do check out the link in the description. For clarity, I will get a bonus payment if you sign up, and there could well be a bonus payment in it for you too. I will drop these details next to the link so you can see what the current offer is that's available. So let's have a look at some of the additional benefits to using this particular card. So it has a fraud guarantee. So if you don't recognize a payment on your statement, they will remove it straight away and investigate it for you. This doesn't mean that you won't have to pay it forever, just you won't have to pay for it whilst they are investigating it. Their Global Assist feature provides a 24-hour service around the world. So this means if you are traveling and using this card, you will be able to get hold of someone if you have any issues. You also get travel accident insurance. So this is an insurance that would pay out up to £150,000 when travelling on public transport if you buy your ticket with your AMEX card. Now, there are a whole host of other benefits that come with being an American Express customer, and these will be sent to you via email. So sometimes there is the option to get additional cashback on certain purchases through certain companies. I've even had free memberships to apps and things before. Now, these are all really great benefits, but you need to weigh them up against the benefits that are provided by other credit card providers. Like I said at the start, you need to be paying for this in full every month if you want to avoid any interest. And make sure that you are comfortable using credit cards in a beneficial way before you opt to use a card for cashback purposes. So, should you get it? Well, you need to remember there is a fee for this card, and that fee is currently £25. In order to cover that fee, you would need to spend £500 in the first 3 months when the cashback rate is 5%. If you then find that you're not using the card enough to cover that fee, you could close the card and potentially look for an alternative. Personally, I found that I am spending more than enough to cover that fee every year, so it's not too much of a concern, but it's definitely something you want to pay attention to. Obviously, there is an eligibility check. They do an eligibility check to protect your credit score. So you can find out whether you are potentially going to get accepted before you make that application. Once you make that application, your credit score will be checked. So it's a good idea to check that you meet the eligibility criteria before you start. So firstly, you need to be 18 or over. You need to understand that you will not be eligible for a welcome bonus if you have had or held an American Express card in the past 24 months. You must have a permanent UK address. You must have a UK bank or building society account and have no history of bad debt. Anecdotally, I've found that you need to have a pretty good credit score to be accepted for these American Express cards. So if it's looking a bit iffy, maybe work on your credit score a little bit longer before making this application. The full details about this are on their website, and if you're thinking about this card, I recommend you go and check those details before you make your application. If you want to find out which bank accounts that I am using, then go check out this video. Big thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, and then I can catch you in the next video. Bye.